What is up? And welcome to the first off-season series episode. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I will have a name by the time this is uploaded. But anyway, welcome to the first episode. It's been a minute since I picked up the camera. Just had a few things to sort out in my life. Coming off, obviously, prep and nationals, and then had a couple of exams to sort out and get done. But those are all out of the way now. I can finally relax and focus on my content. My plan for this off-season is to make it a long one, long and productive. So by the next time I step on stage, I am competitive for that pro card. I'm not just stepping on stage just to make up numbers. The place a lot of people go wrong with their off-season is they think it's their off-season, they can chill out a bit, they can relax, miss a few things, miss a few steps, miss a few meals. But I believe your off-season is actually your on-season. Everything matters so much more because that's when you are making the improvements. It's easy to be motivated and prep because you always got that goal of the stage, and in the off-season you don't have that immediate goal. But no, I'm excited to bring you guys along for the journey and show you what I do and how I'm doing everything to make the most gains this off-season and sort of make the improvements I need to, and what it takes to get to that next level. Day in, day out, the same shit. Consistency, doing the same boring things over and over and over again every day, no matter how you feel. Always need to remember it in the back of your mind. Doing it to chase your goal. And if something in life isn't helping you reach that goal, you think to yourself, is it worth wasting energy on? But I've arrived at the gym, push and biceps on the cards. So I'm going to go smash that out and I'll see you afterwards. Peace. Successful gym session. People can't drive for shit. And one thing I'm learning too is not to get caught up in the logbook. There are multiple ways to progress. Say even though you don't gain a rep on an exercise, the execution of that exercise, say on the 8th rep, last week I lost tempo or something. My form wasn't quite right, but this week tempo was 100% and my form was on. So then next week I know that I could probably get that 9th rep or even up the weight, whatever it is. So just knowing there are multiple ways of progressing, which is a hard thing because you want to lift, you want to be the strongest in the gym, you want to lift the heavy weights, but if you truly want to grow muscle and put on quality tissue, leaving your ego at the door and focusing on your form and tempo first before you worry about the weights is crucial. Plan now, I'm on my way home, trying to make my post-workout meal, which is just cream of rice. Checked in with coach just before, a little bit earlier than usual, so did it in the car, and my calories have been updated, they've been increased by about 150. So training day calories now are 3,800, and then rest days also got a little bit of an increase too. So I'll run you through all those when I'm at home and give you a little update. So I will see you at home. Alright, post-workout. 120 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of banana, 50 grams of raspberries, 40 grams of whey, and 10 grams of cashews. There's also 15 grams of dark chocolate underneath all of that, melted. I've started taking my micronutrients a lot more seriously, so incorporating, for example, cashews in this meal, or just to help take off all the micronutrients and minerals, such as all the vitamins. I believe going into the off-season, they'll help your performance and help your body recover the way it needs to put on quality tissue. So cinnamon goes on here. The macros for this meal: 837 calories, 132 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fats, and 43 grams of protein. Obviously pre and post workout, you want your meals to contain mostly carbs, just to help your body kickstart recovery. and so that means diluting a little bit of the fats and proteins just to help the carbs digest faster, so your body can absorb them and get that recovery process underway as quick as possible. I'll give you a quick taste test. Beautiful. Since it's been a while, I'll give you a little update of where we're at in terms of everything. So we are 5 weeks post-show now. Body weight is about 2 kgs up from stage weight. A little bit slower, the rate of gain, than we would like, hence the food increases over the past couple of weeks. But training is progressing very well. I'm very happy with that, and that's the main thing. Steps are 10,000. I'm still tracking all my variables, so such as water, that's 5 litres a day. I'm still tracking my salt intake, so that's 6 grams of pink salt, 2 grams before training, and then 4 grams of low sodium salt, just to help balance out the electrolytes of potassium and sodium. So that salt is spread across all my meals throughout the day. So the plan is we're in this reverse phase for about another month, till the 27th of December, and then we will officially go into our off-season. Body weight will aim to be around 80 kgs before we start the off-season, just so our body is primed and in the ideal spot to grow muscle, because obviously after competition your body is in no state to put on muscle. It's only going to put on body fat, especially if you are a natural bodybuilder. So obviously that does mean embracing being a little bit softer than we're used to being in prep. Looking forward to embracing every step of the journey and bringing you guys with me. The official calories: 3,800 calories on a training day, 3,650 on a non-training day, 230 grams of protein on both of those days, 574 grams of carbs on a training day, 514 grams of carbs on a rest day, 65 grams of fats on a training day, and 75 grams of fats on a rest day. I'm very particular. I like to track all the variables, anything that will affect my training performance, just your ability to progress in general. I like to keep everything the same day in, day out. But enough of that yapping. That's where I'm up to at the moment. I'm going to tuck into this, put on some YouTube, because you've got to have some YouTube when you're eating, and I'll see you very soon. We have meal number 2 going in. 120 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, 150 grams of chicken breast, 20 grams of almond butter with 75 grams of broccoli underneath. Broccoli is just my choice of veg. In your off season, do not neglect your vegetables. They are very important for your fibre intake and all other micronutrients. I also have 100 grams of pineapple to go with this meal. As most of you probably know, pineapple is good for protein enzyme breakdown and just aids in digestion. So chuck it in if you have a protein heavy meal, and it'll just help break down the protein enzymes more efficiently. So I'll give you a quick taste test. I need a fucking bigger bowl. I haven't even started bulking and the bowl's already full. Fuck, I love almond butter. If you're having problems eating too fast or issues with your digestive system, I recommend switching to a teaspoon, just because it forces you to slow down, just because the mouthfuls are smaller. So that's the reason why I always eat with a teaspoon. The macros for this meal are 929 calories, 110 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fats, and 67 grams of protein. So yeah, I'm going to tuck into this, and I'll probably see you for meal number 3. See you soon. Meal number 3. We have 120 grams of chicken breast, 120 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, 50 grams of beetroot and 50 grams of broccoli underneath. So as you can see, it's the same meal as meal number 2, just different serving sizes apart from the rice. I like to put some cumin and ginger on top as my spices, just as they help aid digestion. They provide lots of antioxidants and can also help regulate blood sugar. So that's my reason I put those spices on, and of course they taste amazing. The calories for this meal: 692 calories, 103 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fats, and 46 grams of protein. That's a pretty lean meal, this one. Not many fats, just because I do like to push more of my fats towards the end of the day. High fats do make me feel a little bit sluggish. Got my water refilled, I'm sipping away at that. Got bodybuilding podcast on. Gonna tuck into this, watch this, chill out. Been working on something very exciting that hopefully I'll be able to show you guys before the end of the year. It's definitely worth hanging around for, especially if you're in New Zealand and Australia and like your cream of rice, because I've got some exciting news coming and you do not want to miss it. I'll give you a little teaser. I'm going to chill out here for a bit, do a bit more work, and I will pick you back up soon. Meal number 4 is on the go. We have 3 pieces of sourdough, 1 whole egg, 50 grams of cherry tomatoes. Usually have tuna or any white fish, with 3 rice cakes and 20 grams of honey. So that is what meal number 4 looks like, my sourdough meal. Gonna chuck my daily intake of salt on the top. I like sourdough just because it digests well. It is also good and the best bread for digestion, I believe. Many good benefits. This is what meal number 4 looks like. The macros for this meal: 671 calories, 98 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fats, and 41 grams of protein. I'll give you a taste test of everything. We've got a sort of a sweet and salty combination going on. First, I'll give you a taste test of the sweet. So good. One tip: if you're on the off season or just struggle to eat lots amounts of food to bulk up, try incorporating a mixture of sweet and salty. Doesn't have to be at the same time, but say each meal, chop and change between sweet flavours and salty flavours. Just helps change it up and keep it more enjoyable. But I'm ravenous, very hungry, so I'm going to tuck into this, and I will see you for my last meal of the day, which will just be another cream of rice, and wrap it up from there. So I will see you then. Peace. And we have meal number 5, the last of the day. We have 100 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of whey, 130 grams of blueberries, with the rest of my salt, some cinnamon on the top. There is also 18 grams of dark chocolate buried in there somewhere. The total macros for this meal: 717 calories, 118 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 40 grams of protein, bringing the day total calories bang on my calorie goal, 3,801 calories. 568 grams of carbs, 61 grams of fats, and 229 grams of protein. So, that is what an updated full day of eating looks like, 5 weeks post-show. Like I said, appetite is still so high. I'm still so hungry. I'll eat this and wake up in the morning and be ready to eat again, do it all over again. So food is in a good place, digestion is also in a good place, so no complaints. Blueberries are one of the best fruits you can add into your diet anytime, whether you're in the off-season, prep, whatever it is. The micronutrients in blueberries are top tier. They have vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin B6. They have vitamin E, and then they also have magnesium, potassium, copper, zinc, iron even. They have it all. So definitely incorporate blueberries, frozen blueberries that is, into your diet. They're just so beneficial overall. And they also taste fucking amazing. So I'll give you a quick taste test. The salt on top, like I said earlier, that sweet and salty, this is fucking elite. However, that is going to bring this video to an end. I'm going to smash this back, head to bed, and wake up and do it all over again tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I appreciate and love you all. This is the first episode of the off-season series. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you want to see behind the scenes of what it actually takes to reach their next level in the bodybuilding game. So love you all. See you next time. Good night. Peace.